everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Orme, and we're here today playing more Football Manager 2021. It's the end of the season. We finally made it towards the end of the season, and we're here. The side is picked. The season has run its course. One loss to Liverpool in January. 3 on the bounce, Chelsea, Villa and Chelsea again in the Champions League. You decide that Premier League game. We did lose away to Brentford after the title was already sealed before 2 big wins, Southampton and Tottenham. So, pretty decent. New highest ever goals total, 42, beating Ryan Brewster a year ago with 41, is Yannick Halstead. And that brings up the FA Cup final. We will be playing against Manchester United. You can kind of see United's pathway, beating Tottenham, who overcame Everton. They overcame Chelsea, who had got past Villa, as United cleaned up Portsmouth. And then Liverpool before that, and a decent win over Bournemouth. So, not an easy ride, not a very tough ride in places, but Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, that's not bad. That's not bad. They kind of fought to get there, and they did their bits. They certainly did their bits. We overcame Leicester. We traced Leicester back. It's Man City, Swindon, Fulham, Huddersfield, and then knocked out by us. Our pathway to the final, a 2-0 over Leicester, on penalties over Millwall, 3-0 over Oxford, 2-1 over West Ham, and a 2-0 against Wolves. We had a very Wolves is probably a tough start. I'll admit that. Wolves is a tough start. And then West Ham had put out Arsenal. So, credit to them there. Oxford and Millwall, fairly sort of easy ties. We were on the easier side of the draw for sure. And then Leicester set up this game. I don't think we've played particularly phenomenally in the FA Cup. I have decided that the first 11 I'm playing today is likely to be the starting first 11 next season. So Sanchez is our new goalkeeper, with Blasco and Facey at fullback, Rincon joining Metham at centre-back. Cook, Rice and Tonali is going to be moved away from a deep-line playmaking role, and he's going to be more of a Mezzala. I think that will suit him as well, so I'm kind of interested to see that and how that works out. And then up to Yusuf Demir, with Halstead and Beachy as our strikers for next year. I think that's pretty good. We're losing a lot of goals from Brewster, just like last year. Saying goodbye to Kai George meant we lost a lot of goals this season. But Halstead filled those in. I'm hoping Beachy fills in Brewster's goals. And so be it. On the bench, I think we are going to keep David Brooks as an attacking midfielder next year. So he's going to replace Sosa. That opens up 2 central midfield spots instead. Honestly, that might be the best way of doing things. One central midfield, not attacking midfield though, but a central midfield. And I know kind of who I'm going to come and bring into that. I think Munoz is going to be the guy there. A couple of centre-back spots likely to open up. I'm going to try and offload Mukiele and Bono for big money. I think Nick Cooper and probably Conchi coming up there. Right back for Wagwe, he's currently wanted. I think Anna Chiarico, I think it is. The Australian Scotsman right back is going to be called up in his place. Raul Luna, or the incoming Brazilian goalkeeper. We've also got an incoming Brazilian centre-back I haven't really got a place for right now, but they might be good enough, so this might change slightly. But I think Raul Luna back from West Ham, he'll slot into the lineup, and then Matthews and Hughes up top because Brewster and Lewin probably gonna be sold, as well as Tim Rooney. So selling Rooney, Mukiele, Wagwe, Bono, Calvert-Lewin, and Sosa. And Brewster, sorry. That is, I think, what's likely to happen. If we get somewhere around the amount of money they're worth, as you can see, it's 100, 200, 300, 330 to 340 million that we're likely to get in. We've already got the players coming in or at the club already in the youth team. And yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. To be able to have that replacements ready to go, that level of quality in the youth. And if Phil Foden does come up, I might cash in on David Brooks to try and kind of offset that. So I'm looking at 100 plus for Foden. If I can get anywhere near that 60 for Brooks, I would happily pay the 40 to upgrade. 100%. 100%. I think that would give us so much strength in that midfield. And I'm fairly happy with the strike force. The defense will be pretty solid as well. And the new goalie will have time to bed in. But is already as good as running. So we're not losing anything there, I think. Brewster for Beachy's the same. Running for Sanchez is the same. Blasco and Wagwe are the same. Finale instead of Brooks is an upgrade, and then Brooks over Sousa as an attacking midfielder is an upgrade. Yeah, we're downgrading after that fact. I think the backup goalie... In fact, I think everybody isn't going to be as good as who they're replacing, apart from a striker 3 stars, will be James Matthews. I think he will be up there. So, I don't know, I'm fairly happy, really, realistically, with how it all shakes out. And we'll see, like I say, the couple more incomings. I really don't think I've got anyone else being scouted that probably is going to be interesting, though. So it's all who we know right now. And yeah, if you're not on this list, it's going to be very difficult for me to want to bring you in right now. Kind of have two foreigners, that is Ødegaard and Mbappe, for different reasons. Look like Ødegaard is going to stay at United. It looked like he might leave at some point. Mbappe looks like he could be on the move. Giovanni Reina has an English passport. He does have an English passport, of course. I believe he's born in Sunderland. So we could bring him in instead of Phil Foden. If Foden doesn't work out, I think he'd be cheaper. So we'll see what Chelsea do there and what Man City play like there. Haaland might be on the move. I don't know if we can make a move for him or not. But again, you know, he was born in England. So even though he doesn't have the passport or whatever in the game, he was born in England. So I think he just should have that nationality, even though it doesn't in the game. So I'm going to count it for my reasons as if he does. And then the rest, you know, like I say, the rest are kind of interesting on the list. Trent, I don't think there's any chance we get. I really don't. I think it's very, very tough to see us landing any of these players truly. But yeah, I'm counting Mbappe and Ødegaard as foreigners, Haaland as homegrown, and of course Trent and Phil Foden are homegrown, and Reina was born over here. I say over here, I'm not in England. I've never lived in England. I've lived in Britain. I kind of get where my head's at, but I'm actually in Texas, so it just doesn't work, me saying that. But yeah, born in Sunderland, I believe Sunderland. Yes, Sunderland. So, like I say, English there, and we're keeping that spirit of the team going. That being said, I think I'm calling up a Colombian goalkeeper an Italian defender, an Argentinian midfielder. Yeah, but I am getting rid of a Swedish goalkeeper, a Ghanaian right back, I think, a Belgian centre back, a French centre back, a Portuguese attacking midfielder. So we are getting better in that regard. That's kind of what I think. So, all that to be said, that's next season. We're going to go this season. We're going to go right now. And as you can see, the team, as is laid out, is Eugenio Sanchez in goal, Brian Facey at left back, Diego Blasco at right back, and a centre-back partnership of Chris Meffam and Snyder Rincon. We've got Sandro Tonali and Captain Lewis Cook on the flanks, marauding from midfield, providing a little bit of movement in that midfield. The rock, the engine at the heart of it, is Declan Rice, moving up to the creative masterclass from Yusuf Demir. And then the front two. Big bad Ben Beachy leads the line. Playing just off him is the masterclass Yannick Helsted. I really like that. I think it's a good lineup. I think it's making the most of our players that we have. And yeah, I mean, Brooks will be on the bench, but he's still a real player. All the rest of the regens on the bench. And then Meffam and this midfield triangle, this four here, they are real players. Everybody else, I think we're starting to transition now. 3 or 4 years in, we start really heavily transitioning into the class of regens and new gens. So, let's see how we get things done. 2 members of our shortlist will be playing against us today. It will be Martin Ødegaard and Erling Haaland, the Norwegians. David Herr in goal, Milinkovic, Maguire, Lindelof, Brandon Williams at the back. Midfield, Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba, with Ødegaard and Greenwood/Rashford possibly rotating, and Erling Haaland as the main goal threat. Dean Henderson on the bench with Big Bad Ben Davis, Donny van de Beek. You've got Anthony Martial, Luis Suarez, Antonio Rudiger, and Tendon Mengi at as well. Solskjaer still in charge. That's why he's got the Norwegians in, I guess. That makes sense. Our bench, like I say, Röning, Brewster, Brooks, Martin Savage, Bevan, Mukiele, and Moura. Very decent bench. Very, very decent bench. Let's see kind of how we get things going. I think point the finger. I'm going to put some pressure on. I'm going to put some pressure on. I'm going to make them go out from the off and try and put some pressure on United and see where we go. So back at Wembley. See, looks like Ødegaard's actually dropped back. It's Rashford and Greenwood. Ødegaard central. Very interesting. Not too different in terms of the lineups, really. I still think they're playing with 3, but their 3 are wide, and my 3 are very much more central. 40 odd seconds on the clock. That's headed clear. Big Bad Ben Beachy to Helsted. He can run. He's past his man. He's barreling down on goal. Milenkovic just gets in the way. That chip would have probably cleared the keeper. If Milenkovic isn't there, I think we're 1-0 up. I think at that point we are 1-0 up. Oh, him and Ødegaard are down this side. Pogba gets the ball. He can switch flanks, and he does. Brandon Williams. Got a lot of time for a player like Brandon Williams. I think he's really good. That's lovely work. Bruno Fernandes gets free far too easily. Gotta go down to positive and tell the boys that I want to see more from them. We're letting United dictate the entire opening 5-minute period there. We've had a counter-attack, but really, it's all them. I don't like it. Rincon moves up That's a poor ball. It's a very poor ball. And again, that's put us under pressure. We give it away in our own half that we don't need to be doing. Like, they're good enough. Don't give them anything for free. Erling Haaland with the goal. I think I'm going to go down to defensive and buy some time. But yeah, like Rincon had the fullback who can then run down the flank. Bring that other fullback up, pass it inside, pass it round him. Like, there's a lot of ways to go. He went direct to the striker. That's not how we play. That's not how we get our business. Either it's over the top or we work it around and get it forward out wide. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. And it's immediately cost us. Sanchez having a good game. Nothing he could do about the goal. Looks like a bunch of players kind of coasting here a little bit as well. We do have a throw in. Blasco and Cook. Back to Blasco. Rice will clear up. Captain Cook. Declan Rice back to Rincon. At fault for giving away the ball cheaply. Now we move it. Demir, who drops deep. Tonali's in space. Back to Declan Rice. Oh, Ben Beachy gets free. Hits the post. Yannick's there to clear up. Goal number 43. Should have been Ben Beachy's goal. But Halstead gets us our goal. I liked here that if Tonali could see, kind of had the flanks really open. And that means Demir can get up with the two strikers into the box and really start creating havoc. Supported by Tonali and Cook as well. With Declan Rice maybe moving up here. That's kind of my idea of how the team attacks. It goes back to Rice. I'm expecting a ball up here. But again, it's left-footed. Maguire misjudges. Ben Beachy, unfortunate. But it falls so nice that Yannick Halstead can score. And we're back in it. We're back in it. The front two and the goalkeeper playing well. The rest of the team improving. Being on defensive, possibly helping a little bit. And now we'll see if we can keep playing well and getting in. Halstead's picked up a knock. Tonali! Oh, the edge of the area there. Tonali. Rincon. Oh, what a ball that is. Facey. To Beachy. And De Gea just gets across. Stroke of half time. Hold on. I know they're changing flanks, and I clicked on something because it made sense to me to do that, but it's really not. It's really not. I don't want to mark Mason Greenwood. I want to mark the right winger. I don't care who the right winger is. That could be Haaland. It could be De Gea. I don't care. That's not what we're about. I want to mark the right winger with you and the left winger with you. Rice, I need to sit down. You are... Rice is on the left winger. No. Rice is on the attacking midfielder. Yeah? That makes sense, right? That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. They'll deal with Erling Haaland. They'll deal with any overlaps. We'll shut them down. Yeah, no, I think that'll be okay. I normally have them marking the fullbacks, but I want them to mark the wingers instead. Just to shut down that front line. And Fernandez, Declan Rice should sit on him and shut him down and stop him from really creating too much. Oh, not Pogba. Okay. I thought he was lining up there to shoot. Demir, nice. Come on, someone make a good run. Demir's kind of ignoring his options, going his own path. He does get it blocked off. Ødegaard tracked back really well. Not the best from Demir, but he does win a corner and takes that out. So, let me just double check my thinking. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. We'll leave Williams and Milinkovic kind of free at times, but I'd rather leave them free than Rashford and Greenwood. Think that makes sense, and if Pogba or Odegaard are breaking up, then we'll be able to pick them up with the extra men we've got back. I think that makes sense. Chance to go in ahead, recovered from a poor start. I think we gotta take that. Hands together. I'm not happy, boys. I'm not happy. You can improve. You can improve. I just need you boys to keep going. I need you to keep going. I got faith more goals can be on the way. I got faith you can shut it down. But it's just those ends of the pitch right now. The two strikers and the goalie are doing work for us. Everybody else in between is kind of hit and miss, and I need to win battles on the pitch. I can't just count on good goalies and good strikers. It'll win the odd game, but I don't know if it's enough here. We're going to demand more here. Tight calf. Okay, well, I think we can make that sub if we need to. Let's get this. Yeah, that was poor. But Cook should be able... No, Cook runs away from it. Why? Why do we ignore the ball? Why is the match engine so shit in those kind of areas? Why are there two people on Marcus Rashford not defending against him? Like, luckily Sanchez is in place. Basically gets it clear. And Beachy holds it up. Plays in Demir. Please. Helsted. He might have done his hamstring, but Yannick Helsted gets the goal. It's number 44. He's on a hat-trick. He will not get that today, though. He will not get that today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. He will not get that today. He's done his job. He scored 2 goals. Fed by Beachy and Demir. Like, that is that. I'm going to move to cautious. I am going to be wing-back support because I don't want to do too much there. Ryan Brewster will be coming on. I don't know about my other subs. I really don't know about my other subs. Again, I think I need to hold off a little bit. But he scores. He gets taken off. And... want to kind of clear that. We get throw in here. Don't know why we keep trying to go long. Yeah, this is going to work out for them. They got Anthony Martial free again. 2 men on him. Sanchez, Eugenio Sanchez, with a big save. Gonna praise the team. Try and kick that morale back up there. Make them believe. Make them fight and work and get this ball in the right areas. Who really needs to come off here? Like, it's midfield. It's midfield. Okay, Martin Savic and Bevan. Martin Savic and Bevan. They're going to play as Caroleros for me. Declan Rice is going to sit as a halfback. We are going to drop our line down a little more. We're going to let them have a little bit more of the ball. Hold our shape. We're going to pump and dump it and let Brewster and Beachy chase it. Slow it down. Start time wasting a little bit. Let them run. Be more disciplined. And just smash that ball into dangerous areas. And we're going to just... try and soak. Try and get it across. This is kind of dangerous, but... I think this is the right move. Oh, I need to pin back the fullback. Little more. Yeah, fullback defend. Fullback defend. Pair of Caleros. That will do me. I think that's everything we can do to kind of try and keep the ball away from us and kind of put us in a place where we might get the strikers in a good area. And that's a lovely takedown there by Brewster. Can't hate Demir for that. Can't hate him for that. He could have got into the box. He could have fed the man, but he's been told to hit it hard and long and shoot. And that's exactly what we did. And Demir is there again, and he's making a good case for himself there with that one. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Demir is there. Brewster. Beachy. Oh, I really hoped he would have fed Brewster. We're going to come backwards. Go on, Beachy. Go on, son. Ben Beachy pulls it wide. Oh, Ben Beachy hits it wide. Think maybe not shoot on sight. Maybe a bit more time wasting and setting things up. This is dangerous, but hey. Hey, it's what it is, boys. It's what it is. We're tired. I need to protect the tiredness. I need to make sure that we're doing the right things, the right areas. We're still getting chances to put the ball into danger areas and kind of pin them back a little. So, yeah, letting Ben Davies have it there for free isn't what I want at all. Facey almost gets that. He doesn't quite. Martial, oh my god, I think there was a tackle in there. Just about puts us in the right place. Harry Maguire will get booked. That gives us a free kick right at the end. Tell the boys to focus and see what happens here. That's a terrible ball. That's an absolute terrible ball. If you're going to hit it at least somewhere where a player is. Oh my god, he almost got the ball as well. He's not getting the ball. FM to Pogba. Martial, thank you, Anthony. Thank you very much. And I know the game is done, boys. I know. But I've got to drop people back in to soak up that extra space in the middle. And the ref should blow his whistle as Eugenio Sanchez steps up, kicks the ball. We didn't see the Premier League being lifted, but we do get to see the FA Cup, and there we go. Premier League champions, UEFA Super Cup champions, League Cup champions, and FA Cup champions. Didn't get the Champions League. That would have been absolutely bonkers if we did, but there we are. Come from behind, a hard-fought win over Man United. I had to be very switched on tactically to get the job done. They looked really dangerous at first. I don't think trying to outgun them would have worked, so I'm happy with what I did. I'm happy how I set the boys out. The subs I made, obviously, they kind of worked. Yannick got the double. He's an absolute dream and machine. And Sanchez, walking into next season as starting goalie, I think it's finally time. Say goodbye to Tim. Oh, it's finally time. Phenomenal goalkeeper. Absolutely phenomenal. Still only 25. Lots of football ahead of him. But he does want to leave, and we can make huge money on him. And just transition straight into Sanchez and then grow Sanchez. And in 6 years, I think Sanchez is a better goalie than Tim Roening is right now. So, very, very happy with his performance today. I think he had to be really good because our defense wasn't, our midfield wasn't. But Demir started pulling the strings towards the end. Halstead got a pair. And Sanchez at the back kept us in it. So, it's just enough, boys. It's just enough. Congratulations. That right there is a good season, all wrapped up. All wrapped up. There we go. And Yannick Helstead just finishing a 13, but scored 44 goals in 51 games. What an absolute pleasure it has been to manage Yannick this season. What an absolute pleasure. Surprise package. Didn't expect him to be this good. Didn't expect anything from him. Expected him to be striker 4 coming into this season, to be fair. Behind Beachy and my starters of Brewster and Calvert-Lewin. He did not allow me to do that. He forced me to play him. He forced me to put £55 million signing Dominic Calvert-Lewin on the bench. And Beachy got a rough end of the deal. I think they're my starters next season. Unless somehow I get like an Erling Haaland. They're my starters next season. Absolutely wonderful. Good early goal by Haaland. Poor play from us. We got back into it. Second half, we got the job done. And just... yeah. I'm just blown away. Blown away. Just... there's a quadruple. There's a quadruple. Super Cup, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Premier League. Quarterfinals of the Champions League. The under-23s were finalists and semi-finalists of 2 trophies. And I think are almost getting promoted. They're in the playoffs. They got off to a good start. So it's a very good under-23 season. I think we got 1 trophy in a semi-final and 2 finals for the under-18s as well, which didn't end up sort of with as many as we probably should have done. We didn't end up with as many trophies as we should have done, because we ended up putting the under-18s into the under-23 squad. There was only like 7 of them. There was only 7 of them. So yeah, that is brilliant. And I forgot we won the FA Cup season 1. We won the FA Cup season 1 when we got promoted from the Championship. There's been a lot of trophies and a takeover and a stadium expansion. And they did promise me a new stadium anyway. So we're buying the stadium. That's like 2 months away. And the build new stadium. I'm not doing it until we bought this one. But it is there. It is there. We got a lot of money for next season. They give me a ton of money. That is Phil Foden money. Even without selling people, that is Phil Foden money. At the end of the year, the most games, just by 1, is a Snyder Rincon, who looks like a very, very decent defender. Not sure how good he actually is going to be, but he's kind of shown his worth this season. Nothing too flashy. Decent, not too many downsides. We could definitely run with him in the future. Helston had the season of dreams. Just amazing. And Declan Rice definitely got his game time. 45 million well spent. So I'm happy with those. Those kind of players. Yeah, Beachy and Bevan, their time will come. Mora is a backup for right now. Sanchez will start next season. Martin Savage will grow into the team. Brooks back on the bench. Blasco will be a starter. So yeah, some of these will either be sold or we'll see more game time. Apart from really Brooks and Mora, who will probably see about the same. And maybe Martin Savage will see. Goals. 1 from Wagwe, Mukiele, Bevan, and Mora. 2 from Martin Savage. 3 from Diego Blasco. 4 from Brian Facey. 5 from Declan Rice and Sandro Tonali. 6 from Ben Beachy. 7 for David Brooks. 15 for £55 million man, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. if he had more game time, he would have done better. I fully believe that. I fully believe that. I wouldn't be surprised to see him around the Brewster levels. So, yeah, not really given a fair game this season, but hey. We might sell him on, see if we can make a profit. If not, he can come back as like the bench striker again, and then we'll try and sell him next season. I don't know. Demir with 18 from attacking midfield as a shadow striker. That's very, very respectable. Ryan Brewster, 30. Absolutely phenomenal. Like I say, since picking him up, only 26 million. He's hit 26 in 50. He hit 41 in 50. And this season, he's hit 30 in 50. So, yeah, he's down 11 from last season, but he's up 4 from his first season. And I think that's a very, very nice aggregate. Somewhere around the 33 goal mark in 50 games each seasons. With good ratings and decent assists and everything all in. Did last year set the Premier League record of goals in the league, 36 and 38, beating Andrew Cole and Alan Shearer's record. So, yeah, if he is to leave us now, and I think he's kind of capped out and we can make our profit, triple our money, go with Halstead and Beachy, bring in Hughes and bring in Matthews as our 4 strikers, with Felicia, Ezra ready to go, back out on loan and learn a couple other players. I think that's what I'm going to do. I believe so at this stage, unless something big happens. But yeah, very happy with his impact. And Yannick Halstead, just god tier season from him. Assists, Tonali, Rice, Cook, my midfield 3, all in double figures. Tonali really pulling the strings there. Basie and Blasco, pretty decent from fullback, especially considering Blasco is not first choice for the first part of the season. Demir is in there, doesn't get double figures, but is pretty good. And then Brewster, Sousa, who didn't score, but did have a little bit of an impact. Just, I don't see his long-term future with us. Brooks and Wagwe right back with Halstead as well. So, pretty good. Man of the Match Awards, Player of the Match Awards, Yannick Halstead, and then Sandro Tonali. Proving why I can't get rid of Tonali. He's just that good. Him and Demir, I think, are the two, realistically, the two non-UK and Ireland players that I really, really am going to have a tough time saying goodbye to. I say that because Halstead is Irish. Otherwise, he'd be the first name on the list. No, I'm pretty happy with that. All being said, and yeah, you see that Halstead and Tonali just dominating season-wide again. Basie, Sanchez, Demir, Blasco's the same as Wagwe. I think that's, again, an easy transition to make. A very easy transition to make for me. And Beachy's been kind of as good as Brewster, just without the goals. So, we'll see if he can add those in a few more games. But, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So what I want to do now is dive in and start promoting who I want to promote for next season. So I need to decide on a backup goalkeeper. But Enrique and Luna are my 2 choices, realistic. Okay, they're my realistic choices. Then we go down to right back, and we need to go down a little bit here. I've got 2 choices, but I'm going with the British guy. I'm bringing up Anichiarico, or of course that, not that. Centre backs. Conchi's young enough. Slightly got the edge over Obregon. We've got a load of Colombians in here. I don't think we've got an Italian outside of Tonali. I think we got like 3 or 4 Colombians that could go up in the first team. So I think Conchi will make the list. Then Nick Cooper, because he's going to be number 4 centre back. That's fine. Cordoba's dropped off slightly. I think that makes it much easier for me to call Munoz up, Juan Carlos Munoz up to the first team. I kind of think Ryan Hughes and James Matthews are my 2 strikers. So, if I look at it like this, for next season, like I say, I think that's my starting 11, unless we get Phil Foden in which case I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. That would make things way more interesting. Right now, I'm leaning Luna, another Colombian. There we go. I'm leaning Luna. And then I'd have Anichiarico with, I'm not sure, left-footed, right-footed. Both right-footed. I'm just going to put them in. Akonji and Cooper with Mura. Complete that full-back backline, I should say. And I think he's going to be better as Mezzala. I think he's going to be better as a Mezzala. I'm going to say Bevan, Martinsevich, and Munoz. Then with David Brooks as the attacking midfielder. And I'm not sure which way around these, whatever it would use. And I think that's my first team squad next season. Likely. Oh boy, James Matthews rated higher than Beachy. Again, that's a choice I've got to make. That's another choice I've got to make. But yeah, not too bad. I don't think we're missing too much there. And we can sell Wague, Bono, Brewster, Calvert-Lewin, Mukiele, Sousa, running. Henrique then probably goes back out on loan. Or gets sold. I don't know. I don't know which of the two goalies are better, but right now I'm penciling in Luna. Like I say, these guys can get sold. That, I think, is a very decent second 11. I've got a good starting 11. Maybe that will be the change there. I don't really know yet. Don't really know yet. Yeah, I think that works for me. I think that works for me. Right back cover is something definitely we're working on. We've got a few of those coming in. But I don't know if they're good enough to sit on the bench instead of Tom. I don't know. Okay, so we've got our 4 homegrown players right here. Plus the 2 strikers will be homegrown. Then on the bench, we got Tom, Nick, Robert, David, Ryan, and Ben. So at 22, we'll have 12 homegrown. We will have 12 homegrown. And if we're looking at that, in about a year, we'll have Sanchez and Blasco. Then Rincon will be club homegrown. Demir as well is very close to being homegrown, which is awesome. So Tonali will never be homegrown. And Luna will never be homegrown. Conchi will never be homegrown. Martinsevich never be homegrown. That would be it. That would be it. We'd have 4 players that are not and would never be considered British. In any way, shape, or form. Never be able to get around Brexit with those 4. I'm okay with that. I think that's a really good place to put it. And Brewster, Calvert-Lewin, of course, we are losing 2 Brits. The other 5 wouldn't be British at all. And I need to look here and see that Signoretti, Enrique, Cavalcanti, Dow, Guerra, Cordoba, Santos, Juricic, Guilherme, Sauer, Gomez, Sosa's in the first team, so it doesn't really count. Bastino and Matsima. They will never be homegrown either. They will never be homegrown. These boys will, and are, they'll just be club grown, but they kind of are, in that the UK and Ireland. Carbonell's probably going to get sold anyway, and so is Ben Knight. Because their ages, I think that's what we decided. Everybody else is already trained in nation, trained in club. Yeah. We had a terrible youth intake too. I didn't show you guys that, but we didn't keep anybody. Like, there wasn't any. I think there's one 3-star that was a left-right winger who couldn't play attacking central midfield, fullback, or anywhere else we could use him. So, yeah, we just didn't bother, basically. We just didn't bother. But yeah, I think that's where we lie on things at the end of the season. It's a fantastic season. I am overjoyed with it. Win the Premier League. Top in week like 4 or 5. 97 points. It sucks that we played so good and got so close to that 100-point total. Just couldn't get over the line. And that late loss at, was it Burnley? Or Brentford? Like one of them, right at the end of the season. It was Brentford away, 1-0. And we didn't deserve to lose. James Milner with the only goal of the game. That home loss against Villa, where again, we didn't deserve to lose. They're tight games, and if you look at the XG, it's definitely in our favour the entire game. So those are two there that could have pushed us over the 100 mark for certain. The collapse in the quarterfinals of Champions League is a concern, but hey, we will work on it. We were just so good for so long. When the cracks came, they came. But we kind of put it to rest. So yeah, not much more to say than that. Everything's pretty much fantastic. Look at the influential players. Okay. So if we lose Brewster and Röning and Bono and Wagwe, keep these 3. So we'll have 2 team leaders in Cook and Betham. We'd have 3 highly influential in Tonali, Brooks and Demir. Influential players, we'd have Facey, Halstead and Rincon, because Calvert-Lewin would be going. If Declan Rice can move up, he's the one that looks weird not being up there. If he can move up, and then one of these 3, hopefully Halstead goes to highly influential. In fact, I want Halstead and Rice both highly influential. Unlikely to happen in the short term, but Rice moves up to influential. Halstead into highly influential. And then Demir replaces Brewster as a team leader. I'd have 3-3-3. I'd be very happy with that. That's very easy to see happening. Social groups, we still got 2 social groups. That's not going to be the case next season. That's definitely not going to be the case next season. Bevan wants a new deal, we can do that. Beachy, I can give a new deal. Blasco, I can give a new deal. Brooks, I'm keeping now, so yes, I can give him a new deal. Wagwe, I'm trying to sell. Tim Röning wants to go to a bigger club. And Brewster wants a new deal. But we've both agreed prices that they can go for. So I can sell those, I can sell Wagwe. I can keep Brooks as a rotation. Blasco's a starting right back. Beachy's back on the bench. And Robert Bevan is a rotation rotation prospect. Say that. Okay, no, I'm happy with that. I think that's, like I say, a very, very decent season. We do have this playoff, which I think we won the first leg of the semi-final. I guess we got through the other leg of that semi. On the 28th, we got this final against Watford to get promoted to the Premier League Division 1 for the youth. The Premier League 2 Division 1. So we'll see what that's like as well. End of season review. Look at those trophies. Look at those trophies. Ha, new arrivals. Here we go. Yannick Halstead. A+. And Vidal has been good. Okay. Transfer fees a little high. Yeah, we paid 20 odd million and sent out James Matthews on loan, but he's come back after this season. Ready, it looks like, to maybe even start for us next season. Hugo Roland, they like that deal. They're okay on that. They're good on Cotta. They're happy with Willem. They're okay on Luna. Okay. Interesting. Santos, they liked. Signoretti, Jurisic, they're okay. First team players, yeah. They're going to love Rincon. They're not going to be happy with Calvert-Lewin. They're happier than I am personally. Munoz will come up into the first team. Declan Rice, they're fairly happy. Sauer, Ignacio, Guerra, Cordoba. I don't see... What? They're quite happy with Cordoba deal. I don't see any of those making a big impact. Levi, yes, long term. Conchi will be in that team next season. Cavalcante, Amash, Obregon, Martins, Josh Hernandez finally coming in for cheap. They're like that. Felicia was cheap. And Koronek as a free, he's okay. 2.5 million for Chiaro. Chiarico, sorry. I overpaid there, but I'm really struggling to get really good fullback depth. And Naismith, they kind of don't like. Tom Ferry, they do. Maybe Ferry. Yeah, he's a 3-star prospect, but they really like that deal. Not sure. Nova Williams, weird. You got Colgan on the cheap. Goodmunson, they really like. He's developed. He has developed. He's been out on loan. He has developed. I don't think he ever makes it at the club full time. Burns got a shot solo up. Who cares? Okay. Elena for 30.5 million. I forgot we had Carl's Elena. But yeah, big profit. Good deal. Dave Spittle. What did you end up doing? Did you even play? You did not. In the under 23s. Yeah. Don't know why they bought him. But hey, we made our money. Matthew Richardson for decent. Aguano eventually we sold for decent. George, they're disappointed, but I don't think we missed him. McTominay, we didn't miss. Kai George. We sold him Real Madrid. He went out to Sociedad on loan. We made big money on Steven Bender. Kind of Roberts was decent. Barbosa. They paid more. That's the loan fee. That's the loan fee. He went to AC Milan for like 20 odd. Okay. Leon with Palaversa. I need to double check because they got through to the final, right? Yeah, so they've got a Champions League final against Man United because they beat Chelsea. They beat Chelsea. They finished second in Liga behind Paris Saint-Germain. Credit to them for that. Palaversa was a big part of their season. Ewa and Palaversa kind of running the midfield. And then goals, Dembele and Dolberg with Asensio and Alain Saint-Maximin on the wings. Very, very... But yeah, Palaversa. I think we got a good fee. He played well, though. Vignato went back out on loan, and Conor Ronan barely played. I'm happier than the board are with these deals we had, but I'm ecstatic with it. And loans out. Yeah. Could have secured a loan fee. Meh. It was development. We don't need the money. I disagree with the thinking on this game about how it goes. But Premier League, like I say, 97 points. Absolutely fantastic. Helster with 26 goals. And absolutely smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. 31,500 or more the entire season. A+ from the board. Qualified for Europa. We went a little bit better and won the entire damn thing. We started off really kind of decently. Settled into a purple patch. Draw to Villa. Responded well. Lost to Liverpool. Responded well. Drew against United. And then back and forth towards the end of the season. Overall, we rotated heavily for those games. It doesn't really matter too much. But we did come up with some big, credible wins. 90 goals for is very respectable. Just in behind United. Liverpool absolutely dominated that, to be fair. And us and Chelsea both with 26 goals against the stingiest defences. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Champions League reached the knockouts. We overcame a really tough group with Lyon, Barcelona, Slavia Prague. I'm very happy with how that all worked out, to be honest with you. And yet to think that we'd already shown that we can kind of outplay Lyon at times. And the fact that we couldn't get to the final against them. Well, I guess we would have been against Man United, wouldn't we? Because we'd have beaten Chelsea and then beaten Lyon and then had another final against Man United to end the season. And we've just proven that we were good enough to win that one. So, who knows? Maybe the Champions League would have been on the cards if it had fallen slightly different. But a tough group. Leipzig ran us close. We actually lost that game. No, we didn't lose in Leipzig. That was last season. We lost in Europe, but went through. But yeah, no, we beat Leipzig. Then we lost home and away to Chelsea. But still, I think a very, very good season there. Brewster got 10 goals. Super Cup on penalties against Bayern Munich. Very, very decent. Beachy and Halstead with 3 goals each in the FA Cup. Not a difficult run, but a difficult final, and we got through it, and that's what matters. And the Carabao Cup. Absolutely phenomenal. Yannick Halstead with a bunch of goals. 8-0 over Bristol Rovers, all 8 in the first half. Kind of easy against Rochdale. Costed too much and almost lost it against Arsenal. Bampton ran as close, and then we pushed past Chelsea in that final. But they got the revenge in the Champions League. But that is 4 trophies out of 5 we could play for. 2 domestic cups. A minor European cup. And the big prize for us, the Premier League. Champions League not there. Sadly not there. Biggest win, that 8-0 first half over Bristol Rovers. The match to remember, Brewster scoring 2 against United. Again coming from a Haaland goal down against Man United. But love that. And goal of the season is Brooks. Brooks hits a stunning volley from 26 meters. Cannot sort of fault that at all. We're still 4-star. I'm surprised we haven't jumped up to 4.5. Says it hasn't changed. We just won the Premier League, FA Cup, League Cup, and Super Cup. Pretty sure we will be going up. No new sponsorships at all, which again kind of sucks. But we earned a fuckload. Like, huh? Okay. Then FM doesn't make sense. It never makes sense. We earn more money on the match day, more prize money, almost double the prize money. Did really well. The corporate and hospitality with the new stadium. New stadium upgrades. We got through that. We lost a bit on broadcast, but that's fine. Sponsorship is way better. We didn't just get 18 million last year. I thought we got 30 odd last season. And we definitely got new deals because we had a drinks deal at the start of this season. I remember we had a soft drinks deal at the start of this season. So, yeah, something weird's going on. 10 million, of which almost half is non-domestic sales. That is phenomenal. We get a merchandising feeder club, that could skyrocket. Over 500,000 shirts. Halstead, Brewster, Demir, Calvert-Lewin and Brooks. Hey, Brewster, Calvert-Lewin aren't going to be about. Brooks still will be on the bench. Demir is my starting attacking midfielder, and Halstead is the golden child going forward. Running, Facey, Mefam, Rincon, Blasco. Those two because the assistant picked the side a lot. I mean, he's taking charge of training. He knows these players a little bit better on a sort of fine margins than I do. I know the more broad strokes, so I let him pick. Tonali, not surprised he gets in, and like I say, next season that will be his spot, and that will be their spots next season. They've kind of earned their starting roles back. Demir, Halstead, Brewster, as we've said, perhaps it's going to be Beachy, perhaps it's going to be James Matthews, but Brewster is out and Sanchez in instead of Roening. So really, this is the lineup for this season, and it's only Roening and Brewster, who both wanted to leave, both made me agree to sell them for certain prices. Now may want to stay, but their time is up. So, not too much changes there, but in the first team squad as a whole, it will. Manager of the month for October, we did get the manager of the year, which I'm really glad over. 44 goals from Yannick Halstead. 13 times he's voted player of the match. New records for those. The worst discipline, 14 yellow cards. Tonali unfortunately picks that one up. We need to hope that Mazzala role may be more of a chance to move away from the yellows for him. And the transfer fee paid, 55 for Calvert-Lewin. If I get a shot at Phil Foden, we're smashing that. We are smashing it. Club awards. I mean, Halstead is the fans player, the young player, the signing, the top scorer, the man of the match awards, the highest rated player. The most assists and the most passes completed per 90 goes to Sandro Tonali, and the goal of the season goes to Brooks. So, yeah, creativity at midfield, Tonali. Just everything else is Halstead. Brooks just happened to score a really nice goal. The golden shoe for last season, Brewster picks up that. Halstead should be in line after this year. The best of the 21 men's player was Halstead. The golden boy was Halstead. The next gen was Halstead. And the PFA young player of the year, Yannick Halstead. Absolutely phenomenal. How impressive was Swansea this season, though? To be that good against the odds, it's seriously impressive. That is Netbeb Asefa. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that quite correctly or not. From Sports Bible. And then Kevin Vince from the Football Ramble. That's how you upset the odds. Well done, Swansea. Premier League, FA Cup, League Cup, Super Cup. That is a phenomenal season. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with it. Oh. Jack Sampson, a Truro, put 5 goals in the FA Cup. 4 games, 5 goals. What level are Truro at? Vanarama National League South, finishing 23rd. They're going down out of the game. But kudos to you, Jack Sampson. Kudos to you. Top scorer in the FA Cup this season. From a Bolton lad, moved about a bit. Got a few games in for Southport. Sort of knocked around the lower league. And then bit of a non-league hero. But yeah, kudos to him. A little bit of a spotlight there for him. Fair play. Yeah, we win. Absolutely phenomenal. Love that. Best 11. Gibbs White still hanging around there. Gibbs White, now at Newcastle. We bought him for 8.75 from Wolves, who didn't want to sell. We had to work hard to get that deal. And then a mess season, and Man City turned his head and he wanted to leave. He let him leave. Big money. And of course they didn't play him and then send him down to the Championship for 11 million at Newcastle. So, you'd have stayed with us, Morgan. You would have been part of this. You would have been part of this. Yeah. Everyone else is still at the club right now. Like I say, Brewster, Roening, about to leave. Bono, about to leave, I think. Wagway, about to leave. Magical. Best defense in the league, Chelsea, as well. Kind of in the same ballpark as us. And the second best attack in the league behind Liverpool, who are just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at the XGs and everything. And yeah, shot percentage pretty much as expected. That's the league average. Our passing was slightly better. Our tackling slightly better. But our shots per game, our goals per game, our expected goals a game, our conceded a game, and our expected conceded a game, they were all far, far higher. So far, far better. I don't think it's higher. I think it's better. So absolutely amazing. Average XG per match. Can't really see what that is, but we can do this. Yeah, not really sure, but we're second behind Liverpool. That kind of looks like it could be a 2. Could be a 3. I think it's a 2, the way that slants down. So I'm going to say 2.0. I don't think that's going to be a different number. So 2 goals a game. We were supposed to score about 78 goals. We ended up scoring 90. They thought we'd have about 75 points. We ended up at 97. And based on the football we played, they think we should have finished second to Liverpool because Liverpool just had a better attack. We ended up winning the league by some distance. So there is that. All these reset. That is fine. What do we got? Possession, entertaining, high reputation, attacking, high tempo pressing. I'm moving away from that. I'm moving away from possession and high tempo. Entertaining is relative. It's basically winning by a couple of goals a game. High reputation players Phil Foden, but I'm going to sign some more youngsters. They're not going to like that. Attacking football, we do play. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We've maxed out our youth system. We can just keep it up from here. It's not going to be difficult to earn money. And with that money, we can just basically do a lot with the facilities. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's not too bad. We just won the league by some distance. We were phenomenal. And now they want us to qualify for the Europa League. And then next season qualify for the Champions League. I really thought it'd be more like, qualify for the Champions League or challenge for the title. And, semi-final of the Champions League, perhaps. So I don't know. They give me a lot of time to win my Premier League title that we won this season. So I guess that's just like a super, super patient board. Perhaps that's a super patient board. I think I'm going to go for the Champions League one here. I think I'm going to say we can challenge for the Champions League. I want to see where we are. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine. I'm going to lowball it a little bit, say knockout stages. Yeah, sensible target. So we'll discuss promises later. Code of conduct is fine. We can walk away from that meeting. Absolutely fine. It's a good team meeting to end things off. And yeah, I think we're in a really good place, guys. I really do think we are. So the only other thing that I want to get in this video is going to be the result of the under-23s game. Do we get promoted to the top reserve league premiership? That's something that happens. Apparently we made a profit of 556 million. Have anything? Click on 465 million in the bank, which is a new record. I thought it would be. It is a new record. Facilities have been downgraded, so we're going to have to do things there. Yeah, we're making so much money. We're making so much money. And yet we still don't get more money from the club membership, because that never changes. That's weird. You see 4 new deals. Is that 4 new deals for the upcoming season or 4 new deals that we had? Because that's the difference. That's the difference I was looking from. Okay, 1-year deal for 27.5 million. That pays most of our tax bill, actually. So telecommunications. Absolutely fine. Like I say, it doesn't make sense sometimes. But it does there. Oh boy, things are interesting. That's fine. The funds don't. There's a deal in real life for Swansea to buy the stadium for less than 100 million. We're sitting on 465 million in the bank, and they say we can't afford that. Can't afford to do it. We are going to spend 48.5 million, basically going up towards 45,000, which I think is the capacity of the stadium. I'm kind of on board with it. I'm kind of on board. That is fine. Youth facilities. Definitely need those going back up. So we don't own the stadium, but we're going to upgrade it again and spend basically close to 100 million to upgrade the stadium. I think it's going to be far less to buy the stadium than just do the upgrades. So I guess once those are done, the end of next season, maybe we start asking them again to actually build a new stadium and put that money there. There we go. We're going to keep our facilities at the high point. Basie, apparently, isn't good enough to play for England, being kept out by Ben Chilwell and perhaps Saka. There isn't too much in the way of left backs in that squad. Munoz and Luna will be called back in. Championship seems to be won by Brighton. So Jean Vidal at our feeder club, Charlton. Great season for him. Not enough to take them up. Not enough to take them up. And yeah, Luna doesn't quite win the championship, but goes up in second place with West Ham. Really not bad. Now, Championship Golden Boot, 36 and 48, ahead of Eddie Nketiah, who scored 28, and Jetty, who scored 25. He wins the Young Player of the Year. Josh Kingdom is the PFA Young Player of the Year. Didn't score a ton, but obviously played well. Glad that Dow played okay. He's probably back out on loan or being sold, to be fair. We've got some really good British strikers. Don't need non-British strikers. Unless they're like the best in the world category. And then we're just going to round out with this absurdly long video, which I refuse to edit down. 28th. See how this goes. Ben Davis, Tyler Roberts, Daniel James, Ben Cabango, Connor Roberts, all going with Wales. Gylfi, 35? 36? 34. Not quite, about to turn 35, but still there with Iceland. So, interesting. Copa America squads. Sanabria and Carter's Vickers are former players. Okay. I'm going to do that. Then that. Got these out. So in Group A, Tim Roening and Sebastian Bono will be at the Euros. We will be trying to sell them. Hope they have good times. Austria and England together. Yeah. Interesting. But Demir, Cook and Rice. And we're selling Calvert-Lewin. Group C is Wales and Italy. Tonali will come up against Meffam and Brooks. Josh Kingdom got a call up. Josh Kingdom got a Welsh call up. I mean, he did just win the Young Player Award up in Scotland. Didn't expect that. Helsted in Group E. And then Croatia and Serbia together. Martin Savic and Jurisic. Don't want match report. Rincon and Luna for Colombia. There's no way, yeah, I was going to say, there's no way they're calling up a 15-year-old. And Rolom as well. That is fine. People coming back. And there we go. That's how we finish things off. Heathcote missed a penalty, which would have got him a hat-trick. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. I want to watch these goals. This is how we're going to say goodbye. Let me know in the comment section below what you've liked, what you haven't liked, your thoughts, your feelings of my future plans, how to step this up to win a Champions League. But here we go. Dougal, long ball down to him. He finds Felicia. And it's Sant to open up the scoring. Corner. Milazowski. Hood to Heathcote. There we go. So that's a German centre-back, I think, taking that corner. Maybe he's playing full-back. I'm not sure. But two Englishmen. And he's there again. Milazowski. Nice little corner. And Heathcote there with that one. Obregon. The Dougal. Felicia gets his own rebound this time. Slots that home. Then it's a missed penalty. Then second half. Dimitrov. Oh, that's nice play. That's nice play. So Dimitrov, who I can't remember who he is really. Was that there? Dougal again. So, not sure who. Obregon to Dimitrov, who I'm not sure who he is. But then Scotsman to Englishman to score. Sant, the Englishman, doing well. Driving. Drops it off to the Scotsman. And then Felicia. Ezra with the goal. Dimitrov. Not sure. Yeah, the Dutchman is fed through by Dimitrov, who's playing quite decently at right back. So it might be worth keeping an eye on. The Bulgarian? Oh, that's why I don't recognize it. Yeah, he's one of the youth intake. He's one of my youth intake. He's the Swiss Macedonian. Very interesting. Very interesting set of nationalities there. Yeah, Heathcote could have got a hat-trick. Ezra did. Sonk got a double. We dominated the game. We're going to get promoted into the top tier. Lockhart had a good game. Credit to Michael Lockhart. Doesn't look worth buying at all. But yeah, no, very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. And Milazowski is, yeah, just a centre-back. He can play full-back. Maybe he was. But he was on the corners. And again, another intake player that I'm not sure will make it, but is in and around. There we go. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill by now. We set our plans in action. We're going to go forward from there. But, yeah, great season. 4 trophies. New records. New stars. What a ride. What a ride. Still not won the Champions League. 2 FA Cups, a League Cup, Europa League, UEFA Super Cup, a Premier League, all in 3 seasons. It's Season 4 Champions League. And it's Season 5 the Club World Cup. Who knows? We'll find out together. I'll see you there until such times. Thank you very much for the continued support. As always, smash that like button. Let me know, like I say, in the comment section, your thoughts and feelings. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Behave. All the best of luck. I'll see you back here soon for the start of a brand new season. Apologies for the long video.